Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be doing another collection slash declutter. I'm going to be going through my foundations, concealers, powders, and primers, cleaning out some old things, things I forgot about, things I don't really care about, and things that are probably expired. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bri and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot on indie makeup, so if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. So I'm excited to get into another one of these videos. I love going through my makeup and getting rid of like old things, you know, maybe even rediscovering old favorites and just making room for like new things and just making the space more clean and put together. So I feel like I do have a good amount of complexion products that I need to go through. I realized I have more than I thought I did, even though I didn't buy that much last year. And I went through a lot of like foundations and concealers in my project pan, yet I still have way too much in my drawer, and I'm only one person, I only got one face, and it takes forever to get through complexion products. So we're going to go through everything. I'm going to let you know what I'm keeping, what I'm letting go, and give you guys like a count at the end. But before we get into this video, I just want to put this out there. Please don't ask me to send you any makeup. I'm just not going to do that. I always like to say that because at least one person usually will ask. I typically give my makeup away to friends, family, coworkers, or I throw it away if they're old and expired. And if they're like totally brand new, I will donate them as well. So that's what usually happens with the makeup. Also, if you are curious about this eye look, I did film it. I think it's so stunning. I'm living my best green happy dream life right now. But I did use the new Touch of Glam Beauty palette. This is theirs. Been a hollow misunderstanding palette. This was their holiday launch from last year. So if you want to see how I created this look, definitely check out that video. I think it should be up before this one, but I'll have it linked below and I'll put it up in the corner. But that was everything that I wanted to mention. So now let's get into this collection slash declutter. All right, love. So here is all of the foundations, skin tints, concealers, powders, and primers that I have. I feel like this is a lot for just one person, but I love trying new products in this like category. It's like some of my favorite things to try. So we're gonna start off, I think with powders will be easiest, and then we'll go from there. So I have an oily skin type, so I am a powder girly, okay? I love me my powders. So I don't think I'm gonna get rid of anything here, but I'll just show you guys what I have. So I have the Nakia Joy powder. This is a velvet finishing powder, and this one I think is in the scented version. I think they have a non-scented version. This is my favorite setting powder of all time. I actually love this even more than the Too Faced Peach Perfect, which used to be my holy grail. I think this is just as good, and I think they might have discontinued this one, but I love it. Highly recommend if you have an oily skin type or you want something that's really going to make your makeup last and like smooth out the skin. It's amazing. And then, like I said, that replaced my Too Faced Perfect Peach Powder. I bought a bunch of these when they were like discounted, since, you know, they were saying it was going to get discontinued, and I freaked out. So I do have these two backups, and I do have an open one. This one is currently in my project pan. I added it midway into my project pan. So I'm working on this. I'm not going to get rid of these because I still really love this powder, but I'm glad I found a replacement since this, you know, was going out of style, if you could say. I'll just put these off the side. Then I have these powders here, which, you know what, I don't know, maybe I do want to let go of some powders. Then I also have this right here. This is the NYX High Glass Finishing Powder. I actually have two of these. This is a backup to the one that I already have open. I think this was another product that they're either discontinued or going to discontinue. So I had bought a backup because I really like this finishing powder. This is actually in my project pan, the older one. You know, got a little pan action right there. And I'm definitely keeping both because I really do like this powder if I just want to have that glow effect, but not in a way where I have to use like dewy products since I'm an oily skin type. So most times when I like, you know, put powder, my skin gets very matte. This helps bring that shine back and give a little bit of tint to the skin. So I really like those. And then I also have this one right here. This is actually new. This is the Aquasurance Compact Foundation. I don't actually use this really as a true foundation, or I guess I can, but I sometimes use this as more of like a finishing powder. It adds a little coverage. Ooh, I'm shaking the camera. This one is in Natural. I actually bought this again because I finished one up in my project pan, and I was like, I need to have this back in my life because I really like this powder. It's really good, and it looks really nice on the skin. It's a really, really nice finishing powder, and it actually works as a nice foundation as well, but I just don't use it as much like that. Then I also have this one from Urban Decay. This is the All Nighter waterproof setting powder. I actually keep this in my makeup bag for work to like set throughout the day when I get kind of oily. I actually really like it. It does have a slight tint, so if you have really fair skin, it won't work, but if you're like, I don't know, like a light medium and deeper, I think you can pull this off. I don't know why they didn't make something a little bit lighter or more translucent, because I think this is the only color it comes in. Then I also have this one from Nikia Joy. This is the pressed version of the loose powder, which I think once I finish this up, I'll probably start using this as my touch-up powder. I've used it already. It's the same powder as the loose one, same properties, great for oily skin, smoothing. It's just in a more, you know, convenient packaging if you don't want to have loose powder that can get everywhere. Then I have these two, which I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence. This one is in translucent and this one is in honey, which I think it was meant to be more for like medium skin tones. Honestly, I need the light shade because the translucent one is way too stark white and it does leave a cast, but I love the formula and the finish of it. It's just the color isn't right. And then I have the one that was honey, and this one is way too dark and warm, and I'm more of a cool skin tone. I'm on the fence about these because I have tried to mix these and that kind of helps, but honestly I should get the right color. I wonder if I should give these away. I'm gonna put this on the side for a maybe. And then I also have these right here. This is from Jaclyn Hill, which I believe Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics is going out. Jaclyn Cosmetics, whatever it was called. This is in Carrots. It's their luminous powder. I actually really like this, so I'm gonna keep it and just use it up because it's nice and it's pretty and it does the same thing as the NYX one. This is just more of a like way more affordable option. But honestly, I think both these are going away, which is such a shame. And then I have this one from Juvia's Place. This is their powder foundation in Bogota. This one I actually use more as a finishing powder as well to set, add a little bit more coverage. I don't really use it as a true foundation. It has like a little spongy in the bottom, but it's my project pan and just trying to use it up. So those are all the powders that I have. Also, by the way, I've confirmed the Uma one, the powder, does have a light version, and I think when I bought the translucent it was out of stock, so I think I'm just going to buy the light and give these two away to someone who has like a deeper skin tone than me and someone who is way more fair, even though it's really good. So I'm going to get rid of two powders actually, which is surprising. I also have this one from Laura Mercier. This is the translucent loose setting powder, you know, the one that was like a OG big viral product forever on YouTube. This is just like a travel size. Actually, hold on to this because I like traveling with it, so I don't have to use like a big bulky powder or bring one, and it, you know, it's small and compact. I like it, so keeping that. So I'll put the powders over here. Oh, I just knocked it over. Okay. And now let's get into primers. I don't think I'm going to get rid of any primers. I don't think I am, or maybe I am. I don't know. I have the Nikia Joy Matte Base Primer. This is a really, really good mattifying primer and smoothing primer. Feels really nice on the skin. Great if you have oily skin or you're wanting your makeup to last longer. It definitely will keep the oils away as long as possible. Then I have this liquid poreless putty primer from e.l.f. I actually like this. It's a nice smoothing primer. I don't think it necessarily makes my makeup last like extra long, but it does help like make the skin look nice and gives a little bit of a mattification to the skin. So I have this one. This is the Professional Hydrate Primer. I'm actually trying to use this up. I probably wouldn't repurchase it. I kind of see it more as like a, I don't know, like a light moisturizer. It is on the thicker side, so it does smooth the skin though. which is a nice thing about that. Then I have this Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is a travel size. I like traveling with this. I love that it makes my skin like more tacky so the foundation can grip to it. But I don't feel like this makes my makeup last any longer than any other primer. I think my more mattifying ones do a better job for my skin type. But I'm going to keep it because it's pretty good. Then I have this Fenty primer. This is the True Matte Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. I actually really like this. It's like a moisturizing kind of feel. It feels like I'm just putting a moisturizer on and then it kind of dries down to a soft matte finish. It's really pretty. This is actually in my project pan and now I just recently added this, so I marked it where I started at. So I'm going to use this up. I would totally repurchase it though because I do really like it. Then I also have this in here, which is not really a primer, but I kind of use it as a primer, like to go under my makeup. This is the e.l.f. Sun Touchable Woe Glow Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen. It actually says makeup primer on it. I didn't realize that, but it gives a nice glow to the skin. But I just love the SPF property of it. And I think makeup wears really nicely over this. And it gives me just a little extra glow since most of my products are very matte. Then I also have this one from Essence. This is the Poreless Partner Primer. This is this mattifying and blurring with niacinamide. I just like more of the smoothing effect and how it feels on my skin. It does feel like a soft moisturizer with like a matte finish. It's nice. It's not my like go-to, but I do enjoy using it. I also have this from Danessa Myricks. It's in a travel size. This is the universal powder thing that's like a balm that dries down to a powder finish. I'm still testing this out. This is very new to me, but it actually does like dry down to a powder finish. It's crazy and starts off as a balm. I think it does pretty good for the skin. I mean, I just haven't used it enough to really have like a set thought on it yet. Then I also have this one from e.l.f. This is a Power Grip Primer with niacinamide. This is just a travel size. It was like a gift with purchase. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if it's any different from the original Power Grip Primer. I guess maybe just because it has niacinamide. I do like this one too. I think it's actually a good alternative for the Hydro Grip one from Melt. So probably when I not discontinue, but stop using this, I'll just keep using this. And if I want a sticky, tacky primer again, I'd probably just go with the e.l.f. one. But I'll have to test that one out. And I also have this from Hourglass. This is the Vanish Airbrush Primer. This is actually really nice. It also feels like a nice lightweight moisturizer on the skin that kind of slightly dries down to a matte finish. I wouldn't say it's the most smoothing primer, but I do think it does, help my makeup last a little longer. Not as much as like the Run from Nakia Joy, but I think it does a pretty decent job. I feel like it's comparable to the Fenty one. So if I was gonna like repurchase, I would probably buy the Fenty one over the Hourglass one, because I think the Hourglass one is like even more expensive. Honestly, I don't fully feel like it's worth the price, but since I have it, I might as well use it up because I do like it. I also have this from Cover FX. This is the Gripping Primer plus Firming. I thought I decluttered this, and then I guess some reason I didn't. I'm actually gonna let this go. It is one of those tacky primers, but I feel like it makes my skin too tacky that like, it makes, I don't know, my foundation go on kind of patchy. It's kind of weird. The e.l.f. one and the Milk one is way better than this, so I'm actually gonna get rid of this. It's kind of old too, so I'm probably just gonna throw that away. Then I have this from Estee Lauder. This is the Mattifying Shine Control Perfecting Primer plus Finisher. Have I tried this yet? Oh, I think I've used it once. I actually really like it. I think it's similar to the Fenty one too, like how it feels. I just have to test this out more because it's really new to my collection. So I'm going to keep that. And then I have one last primer that was over here. This is the Varsali Liquid Powder Oil Balancing Serum. I realized that I think Varsali came back into production because they were on a break for a while. This is my most mattifying primer I have ever used because it dries down to like this powder finish. If you need something to help with really oily skin, I highly recommend this. Now, I feel like if you have dry skin or normal skin, this could probably be on the drying side. But dang, this is so good for oily skin. This is like probably holy grail status. I don't think I've even opened this one. This was one I bought before they like closed the shop down. But I'm not sure if they brought this back to their website, like if you can purchase it. I'll have to check that. And then I have concealers. Let's do concealers and then we'll get into foundations. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got too much going on. So I have this one from Too Faced. This is the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in Nude. Often I use this almost like a foundation or mix it with other foundations more than using it as like an actual concealer. But I mean, it's a beautiful concealer. It's like a satin matte. It's really good, nice coverage. Then I have this one from LYS. This is a Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. It has a lot of coverage for sure. It's really nice. I'd say it's like a soft matte as well. Then I have this one from IT Cosmetics. I have a lot of concealers, which this seems kind of excessive. I probably need to get rid of something. But this is fairly new to my collection. It's a Bye Bye Dark Spots Corrector plus serum with niacinamide, caffeine, so it has like skincare properties. I think this is a really nice one. It's more medium coverage, maybe like a satin finish on that one. Then I have this one from One Size Beauty. I love this one. This is the, I think, Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. This one's a nice one, satin. I would say medium coverage on this one. I really, really like this one too. Oh, but why do I have so many? Ugh. Okay, I have this Dose of Colors one. This is on the lighter side, so sometimes I mix this into like deeper foundations, but honestly this has been working for me right now at my Ferris, and this is in my project pan, so I'm gonna try to use that one up. It's a nice concealer. Like, I would totally repurchase that. I actually really enjoy using it. Then I also have this one from ABH. This is the Magic Touch Concealer, also another favorite of mine. I haven't used it in a while, but I would rather use it up than get rid of it because I really like it. Ugh. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just being extra. I have too many. For sure, I know I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is the Essence Keep Me Covered Concealer. I didn't give this the best review. It didn't really give coverage. It really settled into fine lines. I felt like it made my under eyes look drier. I don't even know why I put this in my drawer. So that's getting decluttered. Look at me, see? I'm always messing up. This is the side of keeping. I'm probably not going to do well in this category, honestly. I feel like the last time I did a declutter, I got rid of a lot of things that I didn't like and only kept what I do like. I have this Flower Beauty concealer. I really like this one. This is probably the best drugstore concealer I've tried. The Get Real Serum Concealer. It actually has really good coverage for being a serum concealer. And it's really nice. It's satiny. It's really beautiful under the eyes. It doesn't dry my under eyes or anything, so I really like that. Then I have this one from Huda Beauty, the Full Filter Concealer. This one also is really nice. Great coverage. Oh, wow. There's too many in here. I also have this one from Rose Inc. Another like satiny one that has like medium coverage. I do like this one. I've been wanting to try the foundation in this like setup for a while now. And then I have this one from Pat McGrath. This is in my project pan. It is getting old. It might be on the verge of already expiring, but I'm gonna finish it because it's in my project pan. I also have this one from KBD. This is, I think, the Good Apple Concealer. It's one of my favorite ones, but I think this is getting bad. It's like separating. It looks kind of funky in the tube. And usually, like, I mean, some separation is normal, but I don't know. Does it look funky to you guys? Maybe I should just get a new one. It's looking weird. And then I also have this one from NYX. This is a Bare With Me Concealer Serum. I would say this is lighter coverage. It's nice, but it's not necessarily my favorite. I have mixed feelings. I like things to have more of a medium to full coverage than a light one. I think I'm going to let this one go since I have so many concealers. I don't need to keep that. Then I have this one from Fenty Beauty. I actually really like this concealer. This is fairly new to my collection too. Definitely more on the matte end. I feel like this is probably the most matte concealer I have. But sometimes I need something that's more matte, especially on my really oily days or it's a really hot day outside. Then I have the NYX Quickie Concealer. I like this one, but I feel like the shade is just so light. Wow. It's even lighter than this Dose of Color one. And I feel like I don't wear it because I feel like it's too light of a shade. I feel like I need to get a deeper shade. I want to compare it to this Dose of Colors one. Yeah, and that one's a little bit more yellow. This one's a little deeper and more pink. I just don't think I bought the right shade, so I don't use it as much because it's too light. So I think I'm gonna just buy a new shade of this. So I'm gonna let this go, even though it's like pretty new and has a lot of product, but I'm gonna stop keeping things that are just not the right shade for me, because why? Then I don't end up using it and it's just a waste of space. So I just realized I forgot about a primer. I don't know how it ended up in here. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I don't actually use this that much, but it's a popular product. I'm gonna hold on to this a little longer, even though I don't use things like that very often, but every now and then I feel like being a little extra glowy, so I'm gonna keep that. So now let's get into foundations, skin tints. I think I have tinted moisturizers here. So for sure, I know I wanna get rid of this. This is from ColourPop. This is in medium dark. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this shade. Like, there's nothing medium dark about me. I don't know if I thought I was just like an extra tan goddess when I bought this, but this is way too dark. I used to use this to mix into mineral sunscreens that are like super bad with the white cast, but even then it still makes like it too dark and just, it's not the right shade. So why am I holding on to that one? I do have another shade. This is the one in medium. This is a better shade for me, and I think overall this is a nice, like, a satin foundation. It's not the most long wearing, but I'm gonna keep it. And I also have some, what else I want to get rid of? I'm gonna get rid of both of these. I tried to make these work. These are from Juvia's Place. This one I bought in the shade Martinique. Way too fair on me and way too yellow. Then I went into Giza, and I still feel like the shade is just not right. Both of them, just, I couldn't make them work. I tried to put it in like my daily makeup drawer to just try to get more use out of it, but I feel like the Juvia's Place foundations always lean really warm. Really warm, and their stuff is always so full coverage that sometimes I just feel like their products feel like a mask. Yeah, like this is a little deeper, but they're still just way too yellow on the undertone. And I just think, like, when I think of a radiant kind of natural foundation, I expect more like a medium coverage, and this is like full on old school YouTube foundation days where everyone was in super full coverage. So I'm actually gonna get rid of both of these because I just can't find the right shade in any of the foundations from Juvia's Place. Like, that is so far from what my skin tone looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna have to let this go. Honestly, I do really like this one. I just don't know if it's the right shade. This is 6.5. I feel like this one also, well, let me look at it. Maybe I'm wrong, I can't remember. Actually, that is actually not that bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Definitely need to wear this more when I have some color to my skin, so I'm gonna keep it though. I really like it. When I'm wanting that more lightweight, effortless makeup, look a little bit more, I guess, clean girl, this is the one that I use. Or if I'm somewhere cold and I don't need super mattifying products, I will use this Giorgio Armani one, the Neo Nude. So I'm gonna keep that. Now let's go on to these two I have. So this one's really deep, as you can see, but I feel like the soft beige is light. I'm sorry, I'm like swatching things just to make sure. I want to keep these. I actually like this because it's more on the matte side for like a skin tint kind of product, which is what I need. How is that medium neutral? How is that? Look how dark that is. Oh my gosh, okay. Even when I mix these, I still think it makes it too dark, and I think this is just a better shade. So I'm gonna keep this one, and I'm gonna let this one go. I've never seen medium neutral be so deep before. Oh my god, that's terrible, and it's too warm. I don't even see it as a neutral undertone at all. It's way too orangey. Now going on to, what else? Then I also have these from KVD. I actually really like these. These are the True Portrait Liquid to Powder Foundations. These work really good for my skin. They're really thin, so they have like this shaker thing. This one works best when I'm really tan. This one works best for me like right now. I think this is medium 27, medium 54. I'm keeping both of these. Oh my god, I'm messing things up. Let me clean this real quick. I also have this one from One Size Beauty. This is one of my favorite like BB creams. This is really nice. I love using this like in the summertime, so keeping for sure. I also have this one from Nabla. This is the Skin Rollless Skin Tint. I actually really like this. This is great if I want something more lightweight and more like of a hydrating kind of product, especially in the winter time. So I'm keeping that. I also have this from Estee Lauder, which is in my project pan, Holy Grail. This is 2N1 Desert Beige. This one works best for me when I'm my most fair. I do have one other shade. This one is the shade called 4N1. So this works when I'm like super tan, this works when I'm super fair, and then I'll mix these to make my best like in between color. So keeping these are Holy Grail status. I will repurchase once I use these up. They're actually in my project pan because they're a little on the older side, so I'm trying to finish them up before they expire. I also am keeping this for sure. This is the About Face foundation. I haven't tried it yet. The Performer Skin Focus Foundation. I forgot what shade this is. I feel like it might be a little dark for me right now. This is in M2 Cool. I'm more on the pink side. I also for sure gonna keep this. This is from Fenty. I'm almost done with this actually. This too is one of my favorite skin tints because it's definitely more of a matte finish. This is a 9. It's perfect for me. I love the squeezy tube packaging. It's easy to travel with. So that's definitely one of my highly rated skin tints in my collection. I also have this one from KVD. This is the Good Apple Full Coverage Serum Foundation. I also really like this one. Great for oily skin too. What is this in? Medium 48. I'm going to keep this one as well because it's one of my favorites. The Rare Beauty one. Honestly, I think this one has too much of a warm undertone too. And I think this is supposed to be neutral. But I don't love it as much as my other skin tints. I was just trying to like use it up. And like, you know, when I film, I use it more than anything. But I think I'm going to let it go because I need to stop holding on to things that are just not right for my skin tone. I also have this one from Tower 28, the Sunny Days one. I've traveled with this quite a bit in the summertime, but I also feel like the undertone is not the best for me either. It's not as warm as some of the other ones. But it has SPF 30. You know, I'm going to let it go. I don't love it. It's not the most long wearing. I just was using it because I had it. I also have these from It Cosmetics. This is pretty new because I repurchased because the other one I had got old and expired. So this one is in, I think, medium. But I really like this, especially when I'm going to sunny places. And it has SPF 40. This is oil-free, a matte finish. Perfect, especially when I'm like going somewhere in the summer where it's hot. I need it to last. I also have this one from It Cosmetics. This is the Bye Bye Foundation, the oil-free matte one in neutral tan. I use this when I'm like my most tan in the summertime. Really good, long wearing, pretty full coverage kind of. I guess it seems like it'd be a skin tint, but it's definitely more of a full coverage foundation with SPF. Then I also have this one. This is the It Cosmetics CC Plus Nude Glow one. Medium coverage, SPF 40, but this shade I think is too deep for me. I don't even think I get like that shade when I'm tan. Let me look at this one and the Bye Bye one, if there's a difference. Oh, and this one's a little bit more cool, but I do like this. The formula when I'm like in that glowy mode. You see how this one's more moussey, but the color. Okay. I think, hold on. I think I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't think the color's the best. And I'm just going to get a new color. I think I need to get just medium, like neutral medium instead of this color, because I thought it was going to work for me. And why would I get such a deep color when I would most likely wear that in the winter time? I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm way more tan than I really am. So now we need to get here. I have this one from Beauty Blender, the Bounce Skin Tint. I actually really like this one. This is medium 2. Definitely keeping this. I have this one too from Beauty Blender. This is the Bounce Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation. I think this one lasts even better than the Skin Tint. But if I need more of like a fuller coverage or like more of a medium coverage, I'll go with this. If I want something more lighter weight, I'll go with that. These are both really good. This is in 3.45N. Did they repackage this? They might have repackaged this in different packaging. I can't remember. Then I also have this one from Estee Lauder, the Double Wear Sheer Long Wear Makeup. This is also like holy grail status for me. For a more sheer product, it's really good for oily skin. It's definitely more of a matte finish. This is fairly new to my collection. I repurchased this not that long ago. This is in 3C2 Pebble. Keep in for sure. I also have these two from Pure. I have TN3 and I have MN5. I don't know, let me check if this is actually something I could use when I'm tan. I love this one. This is like super, super full coverage, long wearing. It's a favorite of mine. So I'm gonna keep both of these because I think it will work. Well, I might have to mix it with something even when I'm tan, but I love that formula too much, so I don't want to let it go. Okay, I have this one from Pat McGrath. This is a Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Foundation. This was in my project pan. So I'm going to keep using it because I want to finish it up. I think it's still usable. I don't think it's expired yet. So let me put that over here. I also have, oh shoot, I have another one from Estee Lauder. This is 3-in-1 in Ivory Beige. I have a lot of Estee Lauder onesies. This is also pretty new. That's why I'm trying to get rid of, or not get rid of, but use these two up. And then I'll probably just stick to this shade or the 3C2, which is more of a cool undertone. Now I have this one from Makeup Forever. This is in 2N26. I actually really like this one for something a little bit more light. It looks so pretty on the skin. It makes my skin look really healthy. So I'm definitely keeping that. I also have this one from Fenty, which I haven't had that long. This is the Pro Filter in 230. So I'm going to keep using it. It's a really nice, more mattifying foundation. I also have this one from LYS that I'm almost done with. It's in my project pan. I actually really like this one. Great coverage, more of a satiny finish, has great like skincare products in it. So for sure, I'm gonna just use that up. I'd probably repurchase that. I actually really like that. Then I have this one from Kimchi Chic, which this one too is more of like a soft matte. It's really nice. And honestly, I need to use this. I feel like it's been a while. I need to put this in my project pan. I need to work on that because it's a really nice foundation. I don't want that to go to waste. So yeah, that's everything. So let me do a little count, which will be easy. Put everything away and I'll show you what I'm keeping, what I'm letting go, the numbers, you know, all that good stuff. So I'll be right back. All right, loves. So here's everything that I'm keeping, like from here on. And then here's everything that I'm letting go. Now I did want to mention I did add some things to the letting go pile that I was originally going to keep. So I decided to let go the other Pretty Fresh foundation and medium 105N. I have too many foundations that I love way more that I feel like this is just not going to end up getting used because it's a decent, but it's not a favorite of mine. I'm also going to let go of the Giorgio Armani one, the Neo Nude. I do like it, but I do have some more glowy skin tints that I love more than this one, and I'd rather keep those than this one because there's no point to keep that many. It's like really excessive how much I have. Also, I didn't mention this one. I thought I got rid of this. This is a new Transfer Matte Pore Vanishing Matte Foundation from Natasha Denona. I've had one before and it was okay. It wasn't like my most favorite foundation. So I'm just gonna give this away. So that's going over here. So for the numbers, I'm keeping 14 primers and I'm letting go one primer. I love my primers. I'm keeping a lot more than letting go, but I'm pretty good at like just keeping primers I love and not keeping things that I don't. Then for powders, I am keeping 11 powders right here, and I'm letting go 2. I'm a powder girly, so powders are my jam, so I'm keeping the ones I love. And then for the concealers, I have 11, which is still too much, but I'm letting go 4, which I think that's pretty good because I didn't think I would let that many go. And then for the foundations, I am keeping 23 foundations, and I'm letting go 10 foundations. I think that's pretty dang good. I love all of these. I like using these, and I use foundation a lot. I wear makeup almost every day, so I can keep knocking through these. I mean, some are already in my project pan and I'm working them down, so I'm very happy with these numbers. So that was everything for my Declutter collection for all of my complexion products. So now we can get back to my face. All right, my loves, that's everything for this video. I had so much fun going through my makeup and getting rid of things that I forgot about, and I feel like I've also rediscovered some old favorites, so it just reminded me I need to use those things that are in my collection that I love. And I was actually surprised at how many foundations and skin tints and products I had like that. I didn't think I had that many, and that just let me know how insanely big my complexion collection is. So I'm really glad I didn't buy a lot of other things. I'm hoping to keep that trend up this year because I want to keep getting through these products. There's a lot of good foundations and I need to use them, and it takes forever to use up complexion products. So why do I keep buying more? I don't know. I'm just obsessed like with finding that perfect complexion product that's like perfect for oily skin, but I need to slow my roll, use the things I already have. But you guys will now have to let me know, what are your thoughts in the comments below? Do you think I did a good job? Do you think I need to work on letting more things go? Are you doing a declutter with your makeup collection or any kind of collection within your life? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup and all that good stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have my collection declutter playlist linked below if you want to see more like that I've done so far this year and in prior years. I will link this makeup look if it's already up, and I'll have my makeup linked as well, like what foundation and everything that I'm wearing in case you're curious. I will also have my contact and my social media platforms linked. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, for supporting me, being amazing. I just appreciate you guys all so much, and I just hope all of you are doing well wherever you are in the world, and just send you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.